In 2023, do you think it will be important for internet business owners to diversify their income streams? Try out print on demand today. Welcome back to Cash Collect. In today's video, I'll go over the 7 essential steps you should do before launching your own print on demand store. If you don't pay attention to these details, you could end up losing time, money, and maybe even your store. Some of the most commonly asked questions I hear about print on demand will also be addressed. Stick around until the very end so you don't miss anything critical to your print on demand business, as these are all topics that are typically glossed over or not discussed. Without further ado, here are the 7 most crucial steps to do before launching your company. First off, a credit card is required because it will be used to join your account within Printify. It may take some time for Etsy to put the retail value of an order into your bank account after you've received payment from the buyer on Etsy. Since Printify is handling the delivery to the consumer, they will charge you the wholesale pricing. You can then start paying down the credit card bill with your Etsy earnings as they come in. Using a credit card that offers cashback rewards is ideal, in my opinion, because your monthly cashback rewards from Printify will quickly build up. That's like having a little more cash on the side. Second, you should check for copyright and trademark issues with any artwork you plan to sell. How can you tell if something is truly protected by copyright laws? A user's design is considered copyrighted the moment it is uploaded to their Etsy shop. You can't slavishly replicate it. You can use it as a starting point, but then tweak the layout, alter the typeface, and add your own flair to make it your own. Then you own the rights to the copy. The only time this doesn't apply is if you're using a design for which you paid a license fee, such as Create Full Fabrica. If you have a license, then it's fine to do so. There's no need to worry about copyright violations. A trademark can be registered for a phrase that thereafter cannot be used. This is why you should always do this before adding a new design to your shop. You may check if a particular phrase can legally be used on your print-on-demand product by visiting trademarkia.com. If the trademark states that it is registered for the present dates and for the item you intend to use it on t-shirts, shirts, mugs, apparel, then you are not permitted to use it. But if it's for something other than t-shirts like hats, then go ahead and use it. You should double check these because I've made the same error before and I've heard that it happens frequently with other print-on-demand vendors. When compiling a list, it's easy to overlook the possibility that the term is already in use by another party. Then you'll have to go through your business and take down any and all trademarked things, which is a major nuisance. You're always having to begin over. It's a good idea to double-check trademarks each time you list an item. Third, it's important to spend money on high-quality mock-ups, such as images of models really wearing the t-shirts in everyday settings. Some of these flat lays can be used with models, and some can't, but you don't want generic images of a model in front of a white background. One of the nicest things you can do for a clothing store is to put money into high-quality mock-ups. Consumer may have a feel for how the t-shirt will fit or how the mug will feel in their hands. You should expect a massive uptick in sales as a result. Recently, Printify updated its mockups to include more lifestyle-oriented mockups, like those you see below. However, you should obtain some more trendy mockups before you go out and buy your own mockups. Check out the ones that are currently selling the best on Etsy and take notes on the design aesthetic they employ. Fourth, know when and how to reuse existing designs. In the beginning, I suggest using the same format consistently. T-shirt design requires uniformity, therefore use the same design throughout. This allows you to settle into a routine and keep listing regularly without having to think about things like mug size or quantity. You can start with t-shirts and then move on to other products like sweatshirts and mugs if your designs are successful. Almost any design that looks good on a tee can also look good on a hoodie, coffee mug, or tote bag. However, keep things basic at first. Spend money on lifestyle mock-ups for the supplementary products you sell over time. There will be expenses in establishing this company, but they will be worthwhile in the long run. Your company can enjoy the advantages of these assets for many years to come. Fifth, remember how important it is to act quickly while making sales. I've seen that many shops are opening, but they don't have any introductory promotions to boost their initial customer base. So, I go into my Etsy shop virtually daily and activate discounts of 15% to 20%. And what that does is add a countdown timer to each and every one of your listings, alerting potential buyers to the fact that this special offer is only available for a limited time. As a result, rather than putting the item in their cart and thinking about it later, your customers will decide to check out immediately. It does take dedication though, as you'll need to access your shop's admin panel daily to reset this. Nonetheless, I advise you to incorporate this action from the outset. As for point number 6, it's a doozy. Print on demand is often the starting point for new businesses. They're making designs, loving those designs, and are ready to make some serious money. They see low sales and conclude that their designs aren't as good as they believe them to be. You should get the opinions of those close to you, who you know will tell you the truth, such as friends or family members. Give them your honest opinion on how this appears to your eyes. What do you think? Have they considered buying it? Do they have a connection to a potential buyer? Because we tend to be too generous with our own estimations of our abilities and achievements. But to a different set of eyes, it could look a little strange. That way, you can see the big picture and determine whether or not any adjustments need to be made to encourage people to make a purchase from your store. 7th, this is another major point. Many of my coached athletes strive to use all of a print shop's available colors, even though they sometimes can't even use half of them. But they'd like to. You really need to stop doing it right now. I would suggest no more than 6 colors per listing, and even that, many ways may be reduced to 3. Some shops sell only one item though. For several of my listings, I was only able to use a single color because it was the only one the design looked well on. Customers who are presented with too many options are more likely to walk away unsatisfied. This is because they may become overwhelmed by the variety of colors available and end up deciding against making a purchase. Therefore, it is correct that fewer color options are preferable. You'll notice that I favor black shirts, and that's not just because they sell well. I also wear them frequently in my movies. Of course, there are always seasonally and otherwise fashionable hues, so you should also take those into account while creating listings. Keep in mind that putting these ideas into practice can make a huge impact on your store's financial success. Customers may feel compelled to make a purchase right away if you run sales and instill a sense of urgency. If you want to improve your designs and attract more customers, you need to get their honest opinions. Having fewer color selections to choose from reduces the likelihood of indecision and allows consumers to make quicker decisions. We hope you enjoyed the video, but now that it's over, what did you think? Leave your comments down below and don't forget to hit that like button. Also, click subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more from us in the future. By the way, we also have a video about 9 YouTube channel ideas. So if you're interested in doing that, click the tab presented on your screens. Thank you for taking the time to watch this.